Ross Arena in Rochester, New York. It's the 2004 U.S. Classic Gymnastics competition. We're watching the junior division, and we're now into the fourth rotation, or the fourth quarter, if you will. This is Shavahn Church, who's been one of the outstanding performers in today's competition, in her last routine on the floor.
Oh, lovely. Now, she is well known for her choreography and her
ballet-like moves,
dance and presentation.
Yeah. You said she was a fitness competitor and won a fitness competition. Those would be ballet-like moves, yes.
Difference in her presentation and her body movement compared to the other juniors here.
Great polish and poise. Beautiful scoring also. Is this routine athletic enough?
Yes, it is. She had powerful tumbling at the top, and in the middle, let's see what she comes up with for a final tumbling run. Okay, good pike double back. I've seen more difficult routines, but what's impressive about that is the choreography and the presentation. At 15 years of age, she is much more mature in terms of presenting her performance than some of the 11 and 12-year-olds that we see here.
Shavahn Church finished 5th at the American Classic in 2004. So she's already qualified for the next round.
There's that pike double somersault. A little shaky on the landing, but I like that routine.
Kailey Tissue, our first look at Kailey on the runway.
All right, not bad. She's had all of her scores today in that low 8.0 to 8.275 range, so she's 30th in the all-around standings going into this final rotation.
Kailey Tissue competing out of Texas. Samantha Peszek has had a good meet now on the uneven parallel bars. Out of Fishers, Indiana. She's scored 9.05, 8.75, 8.75, an outstanding meet so far. This is her last routine.
Good power on these giants. Very high dismount, tucked, full twisting double. I think she'll be happy with her effort. Currently in 10th in the all-around coming into this final rotation. That should be enough to keep her in the mix there.
Samantha Peszek. Morgan Evans is now on the balance beam, and we pretty much know, Bart, that she needs about an 8 minimum here to hit the qualifying standard at the very least to move on to Nashville.
That's right. She's had an 8.725 already in the vault, an 8.875 on bars, 8.625 on the floor.
Morgan Evans out of Chesapeake, Virginia.
Currently in 8th place. Beautiful. Oh, she made the difficult part of that combination, but botched the jump, and therefore will lose the connection bonus of those two elements.
Do they know where they stand as they hit their last exercise and what kind of score they're shooting for?
Well, it depends on the athlete. Some like to know exactly, and some would rather not know.
It's like golf. Some guys are scoreboard watchers coming down the stretch.
Right.
Others put blinders on.
I always liked to know. I always thought it gave me a little inspiration when I needed to step it up. She seems very tentative here.
Yeah, so that's why I was asking.
She may know what she needs.
It's like she's playing defensively here.
That's right. You know, you get very cautious at this point because she's had a pretty good competition. She's currently in 8th in the all-around, top 14 go to the championships. Oh, overdone there.
See, this is going to be right on the line, I would think. And this is why it's fun to watch the juniors as they learn to compete under the pressure.
She was 9th in the all-around at the American Classic, so she is already qualified. So, but still, I think she'll be disappointed not only with this mistake here, but with her focus of that routine seemed tentative and defensive, as you mentioned.
Last event of the competition for Shayla Worley. In good standing.
Yeah, this could be one of the treats of the competition. She is master of this event. Look at that. She has the flexibility and the power and the technique.
Oh, sure, but let's see you do that at 47.
Look at the quickness.
Yeah.
Talking to her coaches before the meet, and they just said that they're impressed with all of her qualities, but when she gets on the beam, she just owns it. You can sense that with this.
Whoa!
Look at the precision. She's quick and aggressive.
Yeah.
Look at the precision. It's just
even in those moves.
Sharp. This is world class. This is the kind of beam routine that she could compete at the finals of the Olympics with.
No kidding.
It's that good. Absolutely. That's what I said at the top of the show. These young ladies, even though they're too young to make the Olympics, many of them could be standing on the medal podium at the Olympics with the quality of their gymnastics. And this is what we're looking at right here. This is as good as it gets.
Put a star next to this young competitor, Shayla Worley.
Oh, nice takeoff. That's just great stuff.
Jana Bieger has certainly been one of the stars of this competition. Here she goes on the uneven parallel bars. Her 4th event.
Yeah, she's had a terrific day. 935 vault, 9075 beam, 92 floor. She can finish up with a great meet if she can nail this routine.
And again, we're looking at a 13, 14, 15-year-old young women, and the poise combined with the athletic skills already is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, Jana Bieger.
Good for her. She just had a solid day, and she seems comfortable with the level of difficulty that she does. She doesn't seem like she's over her head at all. Those moves are easy for her.
There she is with her mom, a 3-time Olympic competitor for West Germany.
They're working, as I mentioned, on her polish and execution, but you can't deny her power and technique.
Bianca Flohr in her final exercise. This will be on the balance beam. Competes for Flights USA out of Creston, Ohio.
Last year at the U.S. National Championships, excuse me, Lou, she was 6th in the all-around. Good strength in that flange.
I drew a round of applause.
She competes for Flights Gymnastics. She's a real product of that U.S. Tops national team program where, oh, that's unlucky because that was a complicated back handspring to a backflip with a full twist. Now she has 10 seconds to remount the beam after that fall. She loses a half a point for falling off. This will be a good test for this youngster. Can she come back from that aggressively? Had a 9.425 on the uneven bars earlier, so.
In good standing here, though, beginning her final exercise.
She's one of those athletes who has not yet qualified for the U.S. Championship, so she needed a strong competition here. And it looks like she will easily finish in the required top 14, probably the top 3. Again, at gymnastics back in 1997. Okay, a nice 2.5 twister to finish.
Here's Jennifer Iovino, and as she looks down the runway on the vault, she knows she needs to nail this.
All right, pretty clean execution on that handspring pike front vault. There are 5 different groups of vaults, and that was a 9.4 start value, the maximum she can get based on its difficulty.